Look around at the most successful people in the world. You will notice a distinct pattern. None of them actually stop working. The internet obsession with retiring early ignores a basic human reality. We are wired to build and solve problems. Your actual goal in your 20s is financial independence. We are building a capital shield so that when an opportunity arises, like switching careers or starting a business, you can take a calculated risk without the fear of complete financial ruin. Over the next 5 minutes, we are going to calculate your specific mathematical roadmap to reach that independence. We will do this using a sequential 3-bucket system. To make this work, you need to actively participate. Pause the video, grab a pen and paper, and find a quiet room where you can sit by yourself. Taking the thoughts out of your head and committing them to paper forces clarity. We are turning vague financial anxiety into a concrete, controllable plan. Let's calculate your baseline survival number. Think about your life 10 years from now. Estimate your monthly expenses for a full household, including a partner and children, rather than your current single lifestyle. Here is the equation for your first target. You take that future monthly expense, multiply it by 12 to get your annual cost, and then multiply that by 10 years. For example, if your projected household expense is 1 lakh per month, your annual cost is 12 lakh. Over 10 years, that establishes a baseline target of 1.2 crore. We then have to account for real-world inflation over that decade. Factoring that in, your actual 10-year target pushes closer to 2 crore or more. This multi-crore figure will seem intimidating. Do not treat it as an overnight deadline. It is a long-term compass. Every financial decision you make in your 20s will be measured against whether it moves you closer to this specific number. Draw your first bucket. This represents an immediate emergency fund of 1 to 4 months of your current expenses, kept highly liquid in a standard savings account. This capital has one strict purpose. It is reserved exclusively for a midnight hospital run or an immediate severe crisis where you need cash without waiting for a withdrawal process. Before any overflow moves to the next stage, it must pass through a critical filter. You must secure comprehensive insurance. Buy health insurance for yourself and your parents. If you have dependents, purchase a term insurance policy. You must do this before investing a single rupee in the stock market. Skipping this step leaves your entire roadmap exposed. Without insurance, a single major medical emergency will drain all your buckets and reset 10 years of hard work to zero. Once your insurance is set, draw bucket 2. This holds a runway of 6 months to 3 years of expenses, safely parked in fixed deposits or short-term debt funds. Consider this your psychological safety net. Bill Gates notably kept enough cash on hand to run his company for over a year without revenue. Bucket 2 ensures you can survive a sudden job loss or a business failure without panicking. Finally, draw a massive third bucket. This is the ultimate destination for your remaining capital, where you deploy funds into equity markets and real estate. There is an absolute rule for this bucket. Any money placed here must stay locked away for at least 10 years. You do not withdraw it for vacations or down payments on cars. Generational wealth demands time. Locking capital away for a decade gives the math of compound interest the uninterrupted runway it needs to actually work. Now, write down your non-negotiable behavioral rules. First, avoid EMIs and credit card debt entirely. Borrowing for consumption is literally stealing capital from your future self to fund today. Second, stop comparing your lifestyle to the outliers you see on social media. People often measure their progress against ultra-high net worth individuals, which distorts their reality. The math for those individuals operates on a different scale. They can fund global luxury travel and massive purchases purely using the interest generated by their principal while leaving the principal untouched. Do not overspend on depreciating status symbols trying to keep up. That means avoiding expensive luxury vehicles early in your career and opting for practical choices instead. The same logic applies to massive, showy weddings. If you have significant capital available for a single-day event, redirect it into an asset-building move, like pooling funds for a down payment on a house. The greatest threat to reaching your financial independence target is not picking the wrong index fund. It is the psychological failure of going broke while playing someone else's status game. Look down at the paper in front of you. That vague, overwhelming anxiety about your financial future is now a strict mathematical plan on a single page. Your job today is to take the first step. Log into your bank, open a separate savings account, and route your next available cash to start filling bucket 1. As you manage your capital, remember that your greatest asset is your own earning power. The best investment you will ever make is in yourself. The most efficient way to overflow these buckets is to increase your base salary, relentlessly upskill in your profession, or relocate to a top-tier city where your work commands a higher premium. Keep this physical roadmap safe. By increasing your value and strictly following the sequence of these 3 buckets, reaching financial independence ceases to be a distant hope. It becomes a mathematical certainty.